All right, so you've probably been wondering what on earth I have been up to. I have been extremely busy for multiple reasons. Chiefly, been busy with work, trying to or attempting to deal with the current health crisis that the U.S. is facing. Not necessarily part of my everyday job, but I do have my work has been extremely affected by the current situation in the U.S. But on to happier notes. I also spent a couple days gathering everything that you see in front of you in this camera. So what we have here is we've got a bunch of 54 HC deck parts. I ended up buying a total of 54 HC decks, and 4 of them I have taken apart because they had some condition issues here and there. I'm not really sure the story on them. And then I've also bought out a dealer with a bunch of parts. I haven't gone through them all yet, but there are some decent parts in there. And there's some other things that I bought. Bought a rear PTO for a 425, and I've already sold that. I've got a rear PTO Ford X700 series. That's still for sale. A couple other things. This was one of those things that I ended up just in the right place at the right time, talking to somebody, and they were kind enough to point me in a direction of the person selling all this, and so I bought it. This took me about a day. Actually, it was a full 14-hour day to pick it up and get it home and everything. And I've cleaned up. I've bought some other decks and some other parts as well, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. But I figured what we will do is eventually I'll get a 54C deck and a 54HC deck in here. I just compare those two decks, and then at the same time, we'll look at some of the other parts differences, and we'll dig through some of the cool parts. And here, one of the parts that I did find for my collection. I'm actually kind of happy about this. Really cool to find stuff like this. This is a round fender clutch adjusting instruction, M41135. I'm not sure how to interpret that date code. Maybe 1970, I'm not sure. But that was really exciting to see and find, so that'll be going downstairs in my collection. So I was really excited to find that. I haven't been through the rest of the parts yet. Lots and lots of parts to go through. I don't even know where to start in some respects. Some of it's probably absolutely worthless, and I'll just throw it on a big lot on eBay or something. There's a bunch of bearings right there at the end of my finger. I want to say I looked them up and they're like $8 each, so not going to do me a whole lot of good. But yeah, this is what I've been up to for the last couple of days. Before that, I was sick. No, I was not sick with our current situation. It was just a cold. That's why I still have somewhat of a raspy voice. Other things that I purchased along with that is there's a set of 3-point draft arms for a Category 1 hitch. Those will go on eBay here sometime soon. And a couple other things that I've done. But if you need any 54 HC deck parts, let me know. But that's what I've been up to. Not a whole lot of interesting stuff. I didn't feel well for quite a while. Almost a week and a half. And then about the time I got to feeling better, this popped up. And now it's supposed to be 4 degrees tomorrow and snowing. So that's not exciting. But I'll go over to the this other box over here, and I'll show you some of the stuff in it. So I'll just go ahead and show you some of the stuff in here. So some drive shafts, things along those lines. There's some 345 cylinders over there. There's some more parts in that box. The DeWalt stuff is mine. It's just sitting in the pallet. I don't know what this is yet. Got to figure that out. There's lots of things in here that don't have a label. This is a light kit for a F935, I believe. I think. So I'll have to look that up. That's what it looks like. Here's something that's kind of interesting. This is a pedal kit for a dump cart. Didn't even know these existed, but I now have one. Don't have a dump cart. Let's see here, and some random shields, starter for rear engine rider. You know, some of this stuff is just absolute junk because there's no possible way I could ever use it. I mean, shields, nobody's ever going to buy those, so I'll probably toss a lot of that. And then got some gear parts, random gear parts here. Got to figure out what those go to. Decals, all kinds of decals. I haven't fully gone through that yet, but I will. Some parts, I don't know what they are. This, which is this right here. I have absolutely no earthly idea what that is. Somebody knows, please tell me. And then this whole box is a bunch of hydraulic hoses and stuff that I just need to go through and sort through, and they've got ends and stuff on it. It just came with the box slot there. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I've been up to. Nothing too exciting. Hopefully here in a little bit, I can, if you want to buy any of this stuff, this is not necessarily intending to be an advertisement, but if you want to buy any of this stuff, drop me an email and let me know what you might need. Like I said, lots of 54HC deck parts. I do have one good 54HC shell if somebody's interested. But other than that, I do have two 54C decks that will be for sale and one 54HC deck that will be for sale. Yeah, I mean, other than that, that's what I've been up to. What I'm going to do is this will be kind of an intro video for me getting back into it. And then the next one will probably be going back to working on 318/420 transaxle case. I do need to get back on that as soon as I get this mess here cleaned up. Also got the parts. I need to finish working on the snowblower. And then I think, let me go back around there and I'll show you a project I'm going to do here in the next couple weeks. So one project I do want to do coming out of all this is I would like to rebuild this gearbox right here. Gearboxes are rebuildable, but it looks like this one is leaking just based on its appearance. And so I think, and you can see that seal is out right there, right in there. I think I'm going to attempt to rebuild that just because, for no apparent reason other than I want to try it. And we'll go from there. I don't know if I can get all the parts. I should be able to, because this is a superseded part number. It is nice that Deere is now making these gearboxes rebuildable. There for the longest time, the DE part number was not rebuildable. You just had to buy a whole new gearbox. But now these gearboxes are rebuildable, so that's certainly nice to see. So I'll probably pull that apart, see what I can find. It looks like there is some numbers on the seal here, so good chance that I can just find the seals and we can reseal it back up. And we can find a new home, and at the same time do a video of me resealing a gearbox, so if anybody ever wants to do that in the future. All the spindles are perfectly fine, so I don't need to rebuild any of those. I thought about rebuilding them, but I don't need to. So that's one project that we'll do here in the next couple weeks. Other than that, we got the snowblower we need to fix, and then I just need to clean up the shop and get rid of a lot of this mess. So, and then one day it'll get warm outside and we'll get back to outside and get back to work. So that's it for this video, like kind of just a catching up video. I do apologize, there have not been any videos, and I know everybody's been at home doing, working from home with their terrible coworkers if you have pets, or their children running around crazy. All the memes on Facebook and stuff now bring me endless entertainment, not to make light of a serious situation, but yeah. So if you want to throw your 2 cents in here, feel free to leave a comment below. Hopefully we get back to normal videos in the next couple days, and I'll start putting them out every 2 days. I should be at home a lot the next couple weeks, so that'll give me time to get through some of the projects here, work during the day, and then I can just walk out, leave the office and walk directly to the shop. So thanks for watching.